afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to e-rev TV. Today we're bringing you guys some fun action from Heroes of Newer. This is the GameReplays.com tournament, and we are looking at the match right now. Transcendence taking on Team 143, and I am Twiz. Going passing alongside me today is going to be Stalker. And Stalker, why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going on right now?
And it looks like Team TRN and then Team Heroes band. It looks like pretty much a group chose the first band, which is second with this, and it's like TRN chose Zion, and then 143 chose Tempest, and then after that TRN chose the Fire, and now again 143 chose Hogan here, and it looks like they're still waiting for the third band, and TRN. Well, it looks like we have the teams TRN Hellfire, TRN Serenity, TRN Pretty Time, TRN Darksman, TRN Manningham on the other side. We have 153 Rice, 153 Darby, 153 KP, 153 XI, and 153 Creative.
Excellent, excellent. And looks like we're still waiting here. Nothing's changed with the band so far. We're still looking at Tempest, Jeremiah, and Hellbringer. And looks like Transcendence is banning Behemoth. No big surprise there, is it, Stalker?
No, because the Behemoth is initially here. He has a lot of stunts, so pretty much, like, what they just banned are pretty much even now because they don't have, so they don't get Disable, they don't get stun, especially Tempest, his ultimate, which sucks nearby heroes in because he can't really silence. And it looks like they're also going to ban Hellbringer for the AoE stun, and Josiah's going to get the 10. Looks like they're going to get the
As I believe it's like they still have that one more band left, like we have one. It's not going to be really.
Well, you know what, bro?
Band
My shit's not set up.
probably like that.
Yeah, especially for Magnus.
Yeah, but I didn't set my shit up yet. My options. Where the fuck is the options? Yo, where's the options again? We'll have to disconnect.
What?
I have to,
You're doing this live, right?
I have to fix my shit.
Okay, but put it on the screen in the meanwhile.
On what screen am I gonna put it on? What do you do?
You only want to change this.
I have to fix the sound on it. I don't have it. I don't think it's the sound on it. Oh, there you go.
7 targets at level 4, and he also has Entangle, where like it stops heroes from attacking for like a 0.5 seconds, which it's a really good thing, and it's a dot also, which damages them. And he also has a second skill where it reduces incoming damage by 50%, which is a really good move, so your players won't die that easily, and you can also heal them at the process, and especially his ultimate, which reduces armor by 1 second per charge, which is usually it goes by 12, I think 18, and then 21, and he's really a good lane control and support type of hero.
Alrighty, so that's basically the breakdown on Demented Shaman here as we are sitting waiting for some additional picks right now.
Looks like they're trying to go either Magnus or Pestilence.
Looks like it. I believe it's Transcendence pick right now. As we are still just sitting here playing the waiting game, and looks like Transcendence taking on Plague Rider and Magnus.
A very good
solid
combo
picks
there. Especially with Plague Rider's ultimate, which it's like a chain bounce where it bounces 7 times to random enemy players, which is very good against a 5v5 fight. If you're about to die, you could just release a chain, and then you could either probably kill 2 heroes or 1, and especially for Magnus, his stun and his AoE ultimate. And it looks like 143 chose Pestilence and Pharaoh. Pestilence, which has a mini AoE stun, and he also has a very map controllable enemy move where his ultimate is a move where he sends bugs out to enemy players where they could see them for at least 30 seconds, and it reduces armor, which is another good thing. And also Pharaoh, he has another move. He has a move called where you can shoot a rocket anywhere in the map, which is really good for map control, and especially good for heroes that have very low HP that just escape the fight. You can just use that to kill. And Pharaoh's also good for mini stuns, especially for when he's versing Magnus. Magnus comes in there and tries to ult. He can use his mini stuns and stop Magnus from ulting. And there's another good combo over there.
Yep, absolutely. I meant to toss this out there a little bit earlier. For those of you who don't know, you guys can message us in our IRC channel on the Game Surge Network. It's pound e-rev. Also, we have a channel set up here for the Han in-game, and that's just e-rev, so make sure you guys can join that. Send all of your shout-outs to Stalker or myself, and we will get those broadcasted on the air for you. As we are still sitting here waiting for some additional picks. So Stalker, what exactly is the thought process right here whenever you're going through and you're going with picks? I mean, what exactly would 143 be looking for, I'm sorry, this would be Transcendnece be looking for right now? Some kind of a counter for Pestilence and Pharaoh, or?
I think they're looking at mostly AoEs and mostly crowd control, because they picked Jerizaya, especially Jerizaya for Repel, so and Defier. It looks like they're also looking for pushing, because Defier is a very good hero for pushing because of her ultimate, which sends out like 30 spirits where they're invulnerable and you can't attack them, and they attack whatever she attacks. And for 143, I think they're mainly going on trying to defend, trying to counter what they picked, especially Pestilence and Pharaoh. I mean, they're trying to probably counter Magnus. It looks like they picked Valkyrie, and Transcendnece picked Valkyrie and Soul Reaper. It looks like they're going for DPS or trying to hero kill, or get those stunners down or something, or either get the tank down. It looks like, especially for Valk with his 5-second stun, and Soul Reaper with his AoE. It's mostly like a AoE DPS side on their Transcendnece team.
Okay, it looks like two solid picks there. Valkyrie definitely being a strong hero early game with that stun can be very effective, especially when you're looking at the ganking aspect of the game, as well as Valkyrie just gets stronger and stronger throughout the game, especially after she gets a few hero kills underneath her belt.
And for Soul Reaper, he's a very good DPS, especially with the second skill where he can, wherever creeps he kills, he gets more damage. And especially he's also a good lane pusher because of his first skill, where it's Shadow Rays, where it does like 300 damage per Shadow Rays, where you could cast 3 at once, different distances. And it looks like they choose Arachna and Nephora, probably Arachna for their carry, which is a very cheap hero. Like he can harass you in a lane very easily with his web shot, which reduces 40% movement speed and 15% attack speed. And Nephora, which very cheap hero, a very map controllable hero, especially with her ultimate where she can teleport anywhere in the map, and especially with her stuns and her heals, and she also gives mana back to any player, even herself, which is a very good support and map controllable hero.
Okay, and yeah, now that her ultimate's being upgraded with the Staff of the Master, she can actually bring a hero to her, so if she finds herself in trouble or she needs that little bit of an extra assistance for a gank, she can bring that over there and get the job done.
Yes, exactly. Also, if she gets a Boots of Travel, which is called Post Haste, where you could teleport to a nearby creep anywhere in the map. That's another aspect of her map control. I mean, she can go anywhere in the map instantaneously and just not be manaless because of her mana ability, where she gives mana back to herself or other players.
Yeah, so that's really good on.
Anywhere.
Yep, on the aspect when you're looking at mid to late game pushing, where she can completely push up one entire lane, give mana back to her team, teleport her and some of her teammates to an entirely different lane, where one team's going to think they're getting lucky. They're like, oh, we're going to gank at top. She's up there, we're going to gank them. And then they get pulled over there. But it looks like the final picks were done here. Nighthound was picked by Transcendnece. So we're getting the final rosters lined up here to see exactly what we're going to be working with today.
It looks like they made a good decision at picking Nighthound because of his AoE silence. I mean, if they're doing a firefight, he could just go in there and then just do an AoE silence and the other team could just get them down.
Okay. So everybody here picking their heroes right now. Just another rundown of Team Transcendnece. They're going in with Valkyrie, Soul Reaper, Plague Rider, Nighthound, and Magnus. As 143's picked a Rachna, Demented Shaman, Pharaoh, Pestilence, and Nymphora. Just looking at these heroes right now, Stalker, what team would you assume has the upper hand going into this, or do you think we're looking pretty even right now?
I say 143 has the upper hand because of Nymphora and the Shaman. They both got link control heroes, and looks like Team Transcendnece has to move into mid game or late game to at least get some heroes down, because early game I don't think they're that much of a hero killer because of the Shaman and Nymphora.
Okay, yep, and definitely this goes into the late game. 143 should be kind of worried because Nighthound and Valkyrie both really good late game heroes, as well as Plague Rider. Magnus real strong in the mid to late game area with his AoE ultimate.
Let's get it on.
So should be a very interesting battle as we are getting ready to bring the entire match live right now. Everybody's just going to be picking their goodies up here as they're sitting inside the healing wells.
And it looks like Pharaoh's going bot lane. And what kind of combo is he going with? Looks like either Demented Shaman or a Rachna. Looks like Nighthound's going bot. Which is a pretty even if he has a range with him. And it looks like there's 3 heroes going bot. They're probably looking for a gank or first blood maybe. Looks like Pestilence also going bot. Looks like they're going for a gank on bottom.
Yeah, it looks like they're probably going to try to set up on the rune down here, try to make sure they get that early rune control, and maybe get lucky and steal that early gank there at the rune and get the easy first blood, as we see the entire Hellborn team right now just setting up here at the bottom lane. Unlucky for them that Transcendnece stacking most of their players towards the top lane here, as they're going to be chasing for these runes.
It looks like if Nighthound doesn't notice, if he's not careful, he might get first blooded or bloodlusted. And I don't think Plague Rider can help much because he only has a slow, doesn't have any stuns or anything. Looks like they're dispersing from ganks.
Yep, rune spawning on top, haste rune, Valkyrie able to pick that up.
They're very interesting ward places. I've never seen a ward placed in a neutral creep space. Looks like Nighthound just killed it with Ward of Revelation, which was a really good thing. And on bottom here, looks like they have Pharaoh and Demented Shaman versus Plague Rider and Nighthound. And in the middle here, we got Soul Reaper versus Rachna. And top here, we got Pestilence versus Nymphora. Pestilence and Nymphora versus Valkyrie and Magnus. And bot here, I think, looks like Demented and Pharaoh has the upper hand because Demented's heal and his Entangle, which is a mini dot, and Pharaoh's mini stuns, so he can escape easily. And as for mid here, looks like probably Arachna might have the advantage because of his web shot. He can just harass as much as he wants. But I say Soul Stealer might have a chance because of his AoE heal, where he heals him for 75 HP. And on top over here, looks like Nephora and Pestilence has the upper hand because Nephora has an AoE heal which heals for a lot of HP and actually damages the enemy heroes. And Pestilence has a AoE stun where he can stun and Nephora can use his heal and get that off and actually damage the heroes.
Okay, yep, still not a lot of action happening right now as everybody's just laning, making sure they're trying to get those last hits for the gold. Obviously their enemy's going to be trying to get the denies, keeping them from getting the gold here. As looks like they're going missing. Arachna able to pick up the double damage rune, and looks like they're going to be trying to come here for a gank onto Soul Reaper.
It looks like he notices already, especially with wards in place. And on top over here, looks like Nephora is trying to get Valkyrie, which she already notices. And for body, it looks like the Manta Shaman is looking for the runes, trying to help out Arachna where the runes are. And it looks like Rikimaru over here is creep pulling, where he gets his own creeps and attacks the neutral creeps, so that his creeps can attack the neutral creeps. So the other enemy player from that lane gets less gold and less creep and less experience, which is a very smart thing to do, especially on bottom lane and on top lane also.
And it'll keep those it'll keep the creeps closer to their tower, especially where you want to be at the bottom lane.
Looks like Hellfire is voting to pause the game for some reason.
And it looks like the game has been paused here. So while it is paused, make sure you guys send your shout-outs to either myself or Stalker in one of our channels here. Now is a really good time. So if you want something said on the air, make sure that gets sent our way. And looks like they have unpaused the game. Everything's getting ready to go back to normal now.
And as for the items, I'm going to explain probably what they're trying to build or how it's going to help them. For bottom lane here, for Plague Rider, it looks like he's trying to build Astral Blade, where it heals players from 250 AoE for 250 HP. And it looks like he's going to be a support kind of type of hero for this game. And as for Rikimaru, I think he's just going DPS items. And for Pharaoh here, it looks like he's also going for either tank items or strength items, so he can keep himself alive. And for Demented Shaman, maybe he might go support and get Astral Blade just like Plague Rider's getting. And for mid here, we got Soul Reaper. I don't know what he's building. Probably he's building. He might get a Staff of the Masters or Bloodstone. And for Arachna here, he has the Mana Battery, which is a huge advantage against Plague Rider because whatever spells Plague Rider casts, Arachna gets a charge. And for every charge, he can restore himself for 15 mana and 15 health. And as for top here, it looks like Magus got the double damage, and it looks like he's trying to build some int items or get a helmet of Black Legion where it blocks for 70 chance to block 40 damage. And for Valkyrie here, we got looks like she's also going DPS. And for Nephora, looks like he's going support. And Pestilence looks like he's also going for defense and tank items. And as you can see on top, looks like they're about to get first blood. Nephora gets first blood because Magnus initiated a stun, and then Nefora realized she used a heal, and AoE hit him, and it looks like Valkyrie was had very low HP, and Nefora just got first blood off him with Pestilence, the help of Pestilence ult, but then sadly Magnus killed Nefora because she was getting DPS by Magnus and Valkyrie.
Okay, so that's two people taking each other out there at the top lane. And we're seeing Valkyrie teleport, trying to get there very quickly, not wasting any time and not wanting to lose any gold or experience that she would be missing out on. I'm probably a little bit upset that she's giving away first blood as Magnus coming in with a stun there. Valkyrie countering with another stun, just trying to work their way down Pestilence as he does his own stun, trying to get out of here right now, sitting at very low health, but just barely able to sneak away, heading back to the tower to heal up.
He got very lucky with his first move, where it gives him a boost of a movement speed. It goes from 10, 20, 30 to 40 movement speed, but he also takes 10% damage, which is very risky on when you're trying to escape, because you never know, you can die from it. And it looks like they just killed Arachna in the top river with the help of Valkyrie and Serenity, which is Soul Reaper. And as for bottom here, it looks like Ricky's still creep pulling, and it looks like the bottom lane has the advantage because their tower is half life right now, or even less, and Playground can't do much because he has no mana so far to cast anything. And it looks like they're both almost full HP, full mana, and they especially have the better lane control because of Dazzle, the Demented Shaman. And as for mid, it looks like they're trying to gank Soul Reaper with the help of Pestilence and Arachna.
Pestilence probably a little irritated after being sent back to the well there. Looks like he's going to be coming around, attempting for a gank here onto Soul Reaper, as he is just motorboating his way over there, trying to get the stun off, but taking quite a bit of tower damage already, as Arachna beginning to fall back. Pestilence finally able to land the stun there. Arachna pushing forward, trying to get that web shot off, but not able to yet. Oh, there comes Fag Spider right now, as Soul Reaper has been Fag Spider, slowed down as Arachna is going to be pushing through here, able to take down the kill there.
And if you missed the bot fight, Ricky Maurer died because Pharaoh and Dazzle initiated his entangle using his dot on Ricky, and then Pharaoh using his rocket to find out where Ricky is, and they actually killed Ricky in the forest. And Pharaoh escaped by going in the forest in the bottom tower of the enemy base, where you can go inside the forest there near the tower, and he just teleported out, which he saved himself because Magnus was trying to go in there and stun him and kill him.
So it's a lot of action here early on, a lot of players going for the ganks here.
Looks like Pestilence trying to come back top, either trying to make for a gank, or... And it looks like in mid, Magnus is looking for a gank against Arachna. And in bottom here, looks like it's going pretty well. Looks like still Dazzle and Pharaoh has the upper hand, and their tower is only 145 HP, while their other tower is just at full HP. And this bottom tower might go down. Looks like there's a gank in mid, and looks like Pharaoh came in to save the day, and he kills Serenity with the Soul Reaper with the help of Pharaoh and Arachna. And it looks like Magnus tried to get away from them.
Yeah, definitely needed a gank there. Don't want Soul Reaper to get fed up too much there, and he was doing a pretty good job, as you've seen that they've ganked him twice now, just making sure that he's going to be losing that gold and the time that he could be laning, as they are denying that bottom tower. Really good job there for the Legion team against Hellborn.
I think the reason why they're trying to gank mid, which is Soul Reaper Serenity, is because they want Arachna farm, because they're their I think they're their only carry, and it looks like, yes, they're the only carry. He's probably the only DPS carry there, and they're trying to give him money so he can get better items and win the game for them. And it looks like bottom lane, they're trying to gank, but looks like they fail because one of their creeps already saw Magnus there, so they already know. It looks like Pharaoh got illusion ruled. He's probably going for mind games where the other guys use their mana so they can kill the illusion. And it looks like Pharaoh's tower diving just to kill Soul Reaper. Looks like they're still trying to gank Soul Reaper so he can't get any money and lose some gold there. Looks like they're four mid. Probably going for a gank. And it looks like Pharaoh and Ricky Maro are there trying to Pharaoh looking for the illusion. Looks like he's about to die because Ricky Maro and Plague Rider, we noticed him. He used Plague Rider using his slow. I don't think that was a good decision, trapping himself with the wall of mummies while getting hit by Plague Rider.
No, especially when Ricky was right there to put that smoke screen underneath him, making it so he couldn't cast any kind of skill to do anything right there.
And especially so he can miss, so he doesn't kill his wall of mummies, so he can get out of there. It's like a 70% chance miss for that AoE silence over there for Ricky Maro, Nighthound. And it looks like Nephara's looking for that gank, but then their team doesn't realize that much. She's been patrolling that top river for about, I think, 1 minute or something, looking for that gank. And it looks like she's teleporting. She's teleporting top, they're trying to get Magnus. Looks like he already noticed Nephara, because when Nephara she uses it, all the other enemy players can notice where if she's teleporting or not. And it looks like bottom here, Pharaoh just killed Ricky Maro.
And up top, Valkyrie had bottled the double damage rune as she is coming in there with the stun, and she's just going to be pelting and pelting away here. As Magnus was taken down, Nymphora just getting pounded on.
And she kills the Demented Shaman.
Yep, Valkyrie able to take down the Demented Shaman there. And then she goes there, taking out Nymphora.
For some reason, looks like Soul Reaper missed his ultimate because he was trying to cast it, and looks like it didn't work. And as for the team, looks like push-wise into the base, looks like team 143 is winning right now. And for the team kills, looks like they're very even right now, with Valkyrie with a kill of 1 and death of 1, Soul Reaper with a kill of 1 and a death of 2. It looks like Lich Plague Rider is doing really well with killing a serial killer of 3 kills and 0 deaths. It looks like Ricky Maro's in the feeding stance where he's 0 kills and 2 deaths, and Magnus, he's doing really decent with 1 kills and 1 death. And as for the other team, 143, looks like their kill-death ratio is pretty okay with kill of 1 and death of 1. And looks like the Demented Shaman is 0 and 1. I wouldn't be surprised because the Demented Shaman is usually a support hero. He's not really a hero killer. And Pharaoh looks like he has kill of 3 and death of 1. And looks like Pestilence, kill of 0 and death of 1. And Nymphora, which she's supposed to be a support hero, I'm very surprised she got a kill and 2 deaths.
Alrighty then, and that's just the rundown of how the match is looking right now, as we're looking at Team 143 beginning to gather up here in the middle, as well as Team Transcendence. Looks like they're going to be trying to counter this here in the middle. Both teams just beginning to gather it up, so we might see our first solid team fight here in just a few moments.
Looks like they're trying to get Arachna and the other teammates into middle. Looks like they're pinging, saying that you should come to mid and help us. Or it looks like they're trying to go top, just trying to gank Arachna, and Arachna probably notices already. Looks like Valkyrie is about to initiate by using the stun, and he misses his stun.
But quickly here, some team members of 143 able to teleport up here, as we see Pharaoh trying to run in with his AoE stun, hoping to get a stun off on one of the players from Transcendence, as Magnus coming in. Looked like he was going to try to ult as he was quickly silenced by Ricky Maru.
It looks like
Nymphora picking
Nymphora
up
got
a double kill. Yeah, surprisingly enough, there Nymphora able to pick up a double kill.
I mean, that fight was definitely their hand because the Mantis Shaman and Nymphora was both there. The Mantis Shaman healing the ones that were very low HP. Nymphora using using her AoE heal just for the other heroes to get in there and heal themselves. And it looks like Lich, his plague chain didn't do much because of Dazzle's, the Mantis Shaman's, and Nymphora's heal.
Right, so right now looking like 143 having the slightly upper hand in this early game battles right now. But then again, I guess Magnus going to be needing to get some kind of a shrunken head or what's seen quite often, a blink dagger, just so he can actually be able to use his ult, because with Nymphora stun like that, I'm sure that he's not going to be able to sit there and channel it and get it off Stalker.
Yeah, especially, and Pharaoh's mini stuns and Pestilence stuns. And it looks
Speaking
like
of Magnus getting tempted to get ganked here as Pharaoh using the double damage rune that he had bottled up, trying to run in there with the stun.
and it looks like Valkyrie misses her stun. Looks like there's 4 heroes bottom trying to save each other, and as you can see for Ricky Maru, he's a really good, he's also another map control unless they have rewards, because he's always invisible and he can just go anywhere in the forest, see where the other heroes are, and he can also, if they find out where he is, he can just use his AoE silence to escape the day. And it looks like Arachna's trying to creep pull.
Yep, Arachna trying for the creep pull there, as looks like they're falling back and just beginning to lane again, trying to get that gold and an upper hand. Well, that's what 143 is doing. Transcendence again bunching up here in middle. Looks like they're going to try to make some kind of a push forward. Try to get some towers down. Yet to get a tower down.
Looks like they are already noticing that they're already mid, and Nymphora with an invisible rune. Looks like they're getting that tower might be a little bit hard because of Nymphora and Demented Shaman being there at mid for double heals. It looks like Pestilence also coming mid because they're already noticing that they're trying to get the mid tower. And as for top, looks like Arachna's pretty much harassing Soul Reaper, but I don't think Soul Reaper would die that easily because of his heals. And it looks like
Arachna's been deployed.
Looks like an ult has been used, and he died with the help of Ricky and his silence. Looks like Nymphora is over there trying to get either Ricky Maru, and it looks like with the help of Pharaoh and using the wall of mummies to trap Ricky Maru, and looks like Valkyrie stunned Pestilence, and Playground using his ultimate for that chain bounce, but looks like Pestilence escapes with the help of Nymphora's heal. It looks like the Mantis Shaman dies because he gets stunned by Magnus, and Playground nuking the Mantis Shaman so his HP gets lower, and looks like Valkyrie using her AoE Call the Valkyrie, which does 300 damage and an additional 150 damage in 250 AoE to kill the Mantis Shaman. Looks like Nymphora and Pestilence escaped very well.
Transcendence definitely proving himself there a little bit more in that battle as they were able to take out 2 players from 143, especially Arachna. That is a very good kill there. You don't want Arachna to get farmed up too much because Arachna can become an amazing carry, basically because of the ultimate and the web shot.
The web shot also, if she casts on Ricky Maru, it also reveals invisible units, which is another good factor, and especially you have Pestilence there too. And it looks like in middle, looks like they're initiating a fight. Looks like Pestilence gets stunned, and he gets killed by Seretti using his ultimate. It looks like Pharaoh's trying to get in there, is trying to save him, but it was too late. Looks like Pharaoh, Nefora, and Dazzle aren't gonna die that easily because they both got heals over there. And Valkyrie with a regeneration rune, she can cast spells as much as she wants unless she gets hit, and the regeneration goes away.
And with Pestilence being down, obviously now would be a good time for Transcendence to try to push up here. They're able to get the stun onto Nymphora and just trying to pelt and pelt away on her. She uses her stun to get herself out of here. Pharaoh also running away.
And using her heal to heal herself, which gives another huge advantage, which they can stay in the lane for a while, because Nymphora can also give her mana to herself and keep healing the other players, so they can stay on that lane for as much as they want unless they get ganked or anything. And it looks like bottom, Ricky Myers probably looking to gank Arachna with the help of Valkyrie. It looks like he's using him as a vision, and it looks like Valkyrie's about to stun. No, Ricky Myers uses silence to stop Arachna from TPing. And it looks like their teammates coming in for the help, and it looks like Valkyrie misses her stun again, and looks like Ricky Mara and Valkyrie is about to die because of Pharaoh and the Mantis Shaman. Looks like Pharaoh using his dust to reveal where Ricky Mara is, and the spider, and he gets a double kill, but with the help of the spider, gaining him vision of the enemy player, and Pharaoh using his missile where it could go anywhere in the map, dealing 180 damage to killing the Valkyrie.
Yeah, so Transcendence, they're thinking they're going to have this beautiful gank on Arachna, setting everything up, not knowing that the rest of 143 on their way there to support Arachna, able to reverse gank that, taking down Ricky. Very solid play there by 143.
The strat with also the Ricky and Valkyrie was a really good idea. Ricky using as vision to see where Arachna's going, so Valkyrie can position her stun, so she can aim her stun, but apparently it looks like she missed. And as you can see on top, looks like they're Nymphora is trying to push the top tower. Looks like she thinks someone's about to go gank her or something. And as push-wise, looks like they're still Team 143 is still winning with that bottom tower down, and the other towers at half HP. And for the Hellborn, it looks like top tower is almost full HP, while the middle tower is half. And it looks like bottom tower, they pushed a little bit. Looks like it's half down. And it looks like they're trying to go for a gank because of 2 wards of sight in the top river. It looks like they stunned Pestilence, killing him with Ricky Myers silence, so he can't mini stun. It looks like Ricky Myers gets out of there, trying to blink out, but he can't. It looks like Lich also dies with the help of Arachna blocking Lich. It looks like Soul Reaper's about to die with and Magnus comes in with the ult, but he fails. Looks like they can't die because Nymphora's AoE heal and Dazzle's heal also. Looks like she stuns Magnus to get him out of that steam bath and killing him with the help of Nymphora, Pharaoh, Dementor Shaman, and Arachna. Looks like they all have low HP. It looks like Nymphora's healing them so they can get back into lane and either push or go back and heal and shop.
Yeah, so 143 again doing just an amazing job there, taking down 4 of the players from Transcendence. Stuff starting to turn their way as we're progressing further and further into this game.
Looks like bottom tower is about to go down. Looks like Arachna's about to deny it.
And you are probably right on that.
Looks like Arachna's
She's able to deny the tower.
And as for item-wise, looks like Arachna's getting, she has an Invis rune in her bottle, and it looks like he has Alchemist Bones, where you can kill a creep for 3 times the money that they usually give, which is another really good farming item. And for Nymphora, it looks like she's probably going strength item so she can actually live during the fights. As for Pharaoh, looks like he's going probably hack and slash, or he's probably going shrunken head. And for Dazzle, looks like he's actually going support items with the ring of master, ring of the teacher, where it gives him 3 armor and 0.65 mana regeneration. For Pestilence, looks like he's actually going either Battle Fury or Nullstone and Vanguard. And for Magnus, looks like he's about to die, but looks like he's maybe going for the portal key because it's very essential. And it looks like Arachne just killed Magnus with a web shot. And as for Plague Rider, it looks like he already got his Astral Blade, where it heals their hero from 250 AoE. And he looks like he used it on Soul Reaper. And Soul Reaper looks like I think he's going for DPS items or Staff of the Master to get those heroes down. And as for Rikimaru, it looks like he's going DPS items. And for Valkyrie, it looks like she's also going DPS and with the post haste. And it looks like Hellborn destroyed the tower without Valkyrie being able to deny it. Looks like Ragna just turned invisible, waiting for that gank, especially with Rikimaru in sight, where they can already see where Rikimaru is because of a Pestilence ult, and also giving minus 10 armor reduction. Looks like Dazzle initiating by using his Storm Cloud. It looks like Arachne just killed Valkyrie by using his ult. And it looks like Soul Reaper came out using his ult because Arachne had very low HP, where Soul Reaper can just kill a hero instantaneously with it for depending on how much HP they lose. It looks like Plague Rider just died because of Dazzle's Entangle. It looks like Magnus just got stunned with Nephora and Pestilence. And it looks like Pharaoh got a hat trick where he got a triple kill with his double damage and with the help of his mini stun, his trapping other heroes with the wall of mummies. Looks like that was a really good fight right there.
Pharaoh coming in there doing just an amazing job, taking advantage of that double damage rune and able to capitalize and just pound away at the Transcendence team. And now we're looking at the scores. 1-4-3 already with 22 kills. Transcendence sitting at 12. And they are definitely beginning to become a stronger team here in the middle of the game. And I'm guessing it's just going to get stronger and stronger as this game progresses, Stalker.
Looks like it, because every fight they've been through, there was Dazzle and Nephora, so they can either save a hero or kill a hero. I mean, Demented Shaman and Nephora are just a wicked combo with their heals, healing the other players, and with Pestilence, mini stun and Pharaoh's mini stun and Pestilence AoE stun. Looks like they have the disadvantage right now, and it looks like they're trying to go bottom and trying to either gank Magnus and Valkyrie, but there's actually Playriger and Rikimaru there. They already know where they are because of Rikimaru. It looks like Dazzle giving him that cape where it reduces 50% of incoming damage. It looks like they're backing away because all their team is there, and looks like they might go for another 5v5 battle with the help of Nephora. Nephora could just teleport in there and just heal and stun. And it looks like in the Wing Courier, it looks like someone's getting their shrunken head. It could be either Pharaoh or Pestilence. And it looks like Pestilence just killed Plague Rider with the help of Pharaoh's ult, where he just targets one person, like it's like Pudge's hook, and he actually goes to them, stunning them for a brief 2 seconds. And it looks like Pestilence stuns him for the kill. And it looks like Valkyrie actually got a stun from Pestilence, but looks like the bottom second tower is about to go down.
And that was Pharaoh able to pick up his shrunken head there from the Wing Courier.
It looks like they have the disadvantage right now because they just pushed 2 towers from bot and also 2 towers from top. And it looks like Pharaoh goes in there with the shrunken head, killing Rikimaru, trapping inside his wall of mummies. Looks like Magus failed his stun and ult with because Dazzle's heal and Nephora's heal. Looks like Nephora is just a wicked sick team combination right there because of her mana, giving her mana and healing, AoE healing heroes and stunning at the same time. Looks like they're very helpless. Looks like Farah goes in, ulting Valkyrie, trapping her in, killing her. And it looks like Nifora stunning Plague Rider, and it looks like Arachne using her ultimate, slow Plague Rider, and killing him. It looks like they already got the bottom tower already, with still 4 heroes left and Pestilence down. Looks like she's AoE healing again, so just so they could stay in the lane, get that Rax down. Looks like Plague Rider can't do much. Looks like Dazzle just used ultimate to bring down Plague Rider's armor so that he can't use his Chain Frost or you can use his nukes. Looks like they're about to back getting that Rax down because Ricky Miles here, and looks like Plague Rider, looks like Pharaoh saved himself by using a wall of mummies to get out of there. It's like no other heroes die from there. And Valkyrie using her stun and missing again.
What a great push as they were able to push all the way through the bottom lane there, managing to take out the melee barracks, obviously the most important barracks there, as they now have stronger creeps there and be pushing against the other neutral creeps.
Now they don't have to worry about bottom lane, because bottom lane could now push itself because of those stronger melee creeps. Now they gain more HP and more attack against the other creeps, where they have at least 200 less HP.
So
and
team 143 doing a... Sorry, go ahead.
Looks like Aragna's trying to push bot, but she's about to get ganked by Plague Rider and Valkyrie right there, and he gets stunned. It looks like he's about to die with Soul Reaper's ultimate. That was a really good gank right there.
Yep, Arachna going down, putting the score 14-27 in favor of team 143.
Looks like Team 143 has upper hand right now, very a good upper hand, because they've been pushing a lot, and looks like they the other team has still gotten the first tower, a top lane, but they managed to get the mid tower and the bottom tower. But looks like they have only 1 tower left on the other team, and while the other guys have 4 towers, which is a huge advantage, because if the creeps try to push by themselves, it would take them a while to get into their base. Looks like the other teams are farming because they know that bots are already pushing themselves. They only have 2 lanes to worry about. And it looks like they're about to go gank because they see them in the river over there. But Soul Reaper has Illusion Rune, where he can also have 2 fake heroes of himself, so he can have vision of the forest over there, so he can see where other players are coming from.
Okay, so what are we looking at here? Looking at Team 143, possibly trying to go for a gank here.
Looks like Pestilence just ran in there with Nifora, and Nifora stuns with the help of Pestilence. Magnus comes in there, killing Nifora with the help of Rekimaru, and looks like Arachna using her Spider Stun, but then looks like Yellow just killed Dark Green, but Yellow died in his AoE silence. Looks like because Plague Rider's ultimate, and looks like they're chasing down Demented Shaman or an Arachna, but looks like they're going back. And it looks like Pharaoh comes in, but then Soul Reaper is saved because of Valkyrie's ult, where he turns every hero from his side invisible for at least 6 seconds. It looks like Plague Rider is about to die because he got caught in Arachna's web shot where he's slowed, and it looks like Pharaoh just got stunned by Valkyrie, which won't do anything because there's 3 heroes bot against Valkyrie. Looks like they're trying to get that range barracks down, so they don't have to actually worry about bottom lane. It looks like they're trying to defend it with all their heart. It looks like Ragnar just used ultimate right there, but then looks like the spider just froze in place.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Oh, looks like Farrah just uses shotgun head just in time so he doesn't get stunned by Valkyrie's stunning arrow. It looks like he just killed him in a steam bath while using his mini stuns. Looks like Linfora coming in there, healing his allies, stunning Soul Reaper. Arachna trying to get Soul Reaper down. Looks like he does. He gets Soul Reaper down. It looks like they actually got the bottom racks down, and now they don't have to really worry about bottom racks. Looks like they're going mid, trying to get that mid tower, and get the other mid tower, and maybe get those racks with the help of the Meta Shaman and the Linfora with their unlimited heals actually. Looks like as a score you can see it's for the Legions 15 to 32, while Hellborn is 31 to 16, where it's more than half right now. It looks like the mid tower is about to go down.
Things not looking very good for Transcendence right now. Is 143 just doing an excellent job keeping their attacks coordinated, and Arachna beginning to get farmed up from that early stuff. Looks like she's already got post haste, picked up the rip shards, and looks like she's building that into a flare.
Flare gives 2% chance to critically damage, where you can kill a hero even faster with that. It looks like they're trying to get the bottom tower. Looks like Valkyrie just stunned Linfora and Dazzle using his ultimate so they can gain some armor so they can push that tower while getting damage reduct. It looks like Linfora is trying to heal so they can stay in that lane, get that tower down, and maybe either kill some heroes over there. Looks like they can't do much because Pestilence ulting Magnus, because he can know when he comes in and stuns, and he can't hide himself in his steam bath because of they know where he is. Looks like they're still top trying to get that tower down. It looks like they still have some decent manas for heals. Looks like Pestilence coming in there, stunning, and Pharaoh coming and using his ultimate to kill Magnus. Looks like Soul Reaper is about to go down because Linfora is stunned. And looks like Playwright just got owned by Arachnas using his ult. And looks like Valkyrie's the only one that just escaped right now. It looks like Bottom is pushing himself, getting that 2 towers down in the middle. And it looks like they got the top tower down, getting the melee racks, and they might get the range barracks because there's only one hero left on their team right now, and the other heroes are dead right now. Looks like now they only have to worry about mid, and they're probably trying to get the mid tower right now. It looks like they are right now, and Valkyrie can't do much but just stun and wait for their allies to come back. And right now they have a really bigger upper hand, and if they get the tower down, the melee's down, the barracks down, it's GG for them.
Yep, because then they will be getting those mega creeps in there, and there will be nothing that Transcendence will be able to do other than sit back and play defense and get absolutely nowhere.
Looks like they got those melee and the range bags. Looks like it's GG for them. I mean, looks like they can't do much because they're just sitting in base right now, and yeah, it is GG for them. They have mega creeps right now.
Here we go. Looks like they're trying to finish this up here. Delaying the inevitable as 143 able to take down Transcendence and move further into the GameReplays.org. This is their second Heroes of Newerth tournament, and I just wanted to toss something out here that there's a LAN event called DGXL. You can visit that at dgxl.com, and it's going to be at the end of October around Halloween time. There's going to be a Heroes of Newerth tournament there now, so make sure you guys go there, check that out if you're close to the New Jersey area. Should be a lot of fun. Also, looks like they're having Counter-Strike Source, Left 4 Dead, a few other games, so make sure you go to thegxl.com, check that out. Check out our website, www.e-rev.tv. Make sure you guys are keeping an eye on our forums. And this was just the first match of 3 that we're going to be casting today. So on behalf of myself and the rest of the crew here, we are out, and we will be back shortly with another match, which will be the semifinals of the Game Replays tournament. So, adios.
Later.